Jackie, Overpass. These two teams haven't played this map yet so far in the tournament. The last time they faced against each other on Overpass when North still had Cadian in the lineup instead of Yugi, and they did manage to win MIBR. They managed to beat MIBR 16-10 on the map.
Yeah, well, let's see if there is a chance for that potential happening to occur once again. We're diving straight into the action here. North on the CT side, MIBR will be a tease for this one. It's actually early aggression coming through from North. Kirby goes straight in for the full frontal assault, rips the head off of Felps, and Fur will also be going down as well.
I like that aggression coming out from them. They have the USBs taking advantage of the long-range duels, but that means MIBR will find themselves pretty much at almost an empty B bomb. So Taco has snuck his way up. It's made his way towards a very good position. Gade waiting near the water. He's going to hear the bomb getting planted. He's trying to win this duel, but this could be rough for him. But he's somehow going to come out on top. Actually, it's going to be AZ saving his teammates there. And Gade strikes at a perfect time possible. Gets 2 quick headshots. And that's a very, very convincing win from North. I like it. I like the way that they're setting the pace on the CD side. They won those initial duels. They made sure that MIBR really had no option apart from going towards B, and then the retake was really on point. Gade doing a great job staying alive there, and that is going to be, well, the best run going the way of North. And if you look at the Betway odds, it's finally swung the way of North.
Yeah, now in favor of them, of course. Both of the games previously were slightly in favor of MIBR. Now the tables have turned, and North kick it off with a bang for the initial opening round as well. Can they carry on with that level of audacity, though? MIBR, what is going to be their key to success back into this one? The early Molotov across. Fallen just going to sprint his way straight through that to try and get the control out in case North are still going for those deep pushes towards long. They're not right now, though. Early grenade in towards connector to slow down the round, but that's about it in terms of the pushes.
Well, Felps, he is by his lonesome. He's got that the Molotov and whatnot to clear out connector, while the rest of his team slowly creep up towards Fountain. They have the SG in the very capable hands of coldzera and Taco. And the fact that they have connector control right now means that they have a few options available for them. We also have the player towards B tossing in a little bit of utility, keeping the 2 CTs stuck on the B bomb side. But Yugi now, he's feeling a little adventurous. He knows he needs to find some information here, playing at the edge of the smoke.
Yugi, flashbang through, can go for the wide swing out. Actually plays it quite nicely, gets the first, allowed to get away with the second kill as well. Surely he doesn't get out of here scot-free. No, luckily enough, Fur will actually connect off the Deagle shot, recovers the Krieg from his fallen comrade, and looks to try and do a little bit more damage on the advancement up. Valde as well, spotting out the final 2 members of the MIBR side towards long, but he's about to get sidelined. Didn't realize how close coldzera had got. This is really starting to get out of hand now.
Oh, but Kirby, he waited so very patiently towards bathrooms, and it does pay off for him. He gets the kill. He finds another one to fall in from the fallen Krieg, and as coldzera looks for that trade, AZ walks out from the smoke and gets a frag for himself as well. Pretty solid hole from North, especially I do believe it was Yugi got that initial 2K, or was it Gade? But then Kirby pushing towards bathrooms, ensuring he was in the midst of the enemy, picking up 2 kills, ensuring MIBR does not get up to any more further shenanigans. It will not be the bomb planted as well, so no bonus money being gained by being netted by MIBR, and it's going to be just a few pistols being purchased, and should be, by all things considered, a very quick round for North.
Yeah, they're allowed to go a little bit more aggro into this one, really, if they wanted to. They can push up close, try and really force MIBR into quite an awkward position to open up this round. The majority of the frags going their way already as 2 kills have been found. Taco with a response, gets the backstab off, spooks Yugi, and forces him to actually sprint up towards his teammate, switches out to the USP, the style points come through on towards Fallen, but they're still alive and kicking. The damage from the nade will knock off a small amount of HP. He's recovered an M4 for his troubles, but does he realize that Kirby is skulking around in the toilets waiting to strike?
Kirby has been a problem indeed. Runs out of bullets, and AZ's there to save his teammate, ensuring Kirby will not face any damage whatsoever. I think Valde might be a little ticked off at the fact that he got taken out from behind, because Yugi had his back. Yugi should have ensured that, I do believe his Taco should not have got that free kill, but a couple of kills, it's all right. I'm not going to be too worried about this. This is a very solid start today. The best start they've had so far in this series. 3-0 up. And for MIBR, it's buy time. They do have the Kriegs, they have the AK-47 as well, and a ton of utility to work. And for Yugi, it's a big green gun in his hands again. He has been a little shaky with it so far. Can he do more this time around, though?
Cold. Looking to see if they're going to go for the jump spot. Oh, the timing. It's there. He's got the read as well. Suspecting them to keep going for the little face across as they went for the info play. Could have got the one bullet off, but it wasn't meant to be. Set up quite heavily outside of B into this round at least, but the first contact actually comes over closer towards the A site. The trades are going down, but it's only one back in favor of the CT side. MIBR, they've got the initial picks, but they need to clear their angles. Cade as well, the trigger discipline, drops his way down with one kill, tries to get the flick across onto the second, but Fallen will be able to survive.
By the skin of his teeth, he does. The bomb yet to be picked up, and the fact is, they're a little worried that North might have pushed up towards Fountain. Fortunately, there's no one there. Valde continues to aggress further out, finds felps, and all of a sudden, that man advantage has been neutralized. And in fact, Fallen, considering he's on 18 HP, means North do have a slight little edge. But then again, the defense is split. They have one towards A. That is Yugi with the AWP. And they have a Valde towards B. But that being said, we can see Valde slowly sneaking his way back towards CD spawn. He does believe it's going to be an A hit coming in. And Yugi, he's got a lot of work to do here. He needs to win his initial duel. He's scoped in. The angle's perfect for him. And he sees the Molotov as well. He's just waiting for them to walk on up. He gets a tag in. In fact, further down to 17 HP and Fallen in 18. Just a couple of bullets and free kills for Valde. He finds one. Looking for more. It's Fallen. 1v1. 7 seconds. He's got to get the bomb done, and he will. But Valde in the smoke. It dissipates right in time for him. And once again, the hero for North, ensuring they don't lose a single round yet.
That ragdoll was absolutely brilliant. That was incredible. He literally shot so high into the sky. Wow, that added something to the play. Really beautiful stuff coming through. 4 rounds for North already on their CT side. They're starting it off with a bang.
Yeah, this is such a good start for them, right? And they haven't had this yet so far. Map 1 was MIBR on the way. Map number 2, despite North winning it, they had a rough start as well. For MIBR, still early days, 4-0 on the... well, it should be a 5-0 here, unless MIBR pull off something miraculous. It's still comparatively a more CD-sided map, right? If you look at the rest of the map pool, this is a map where you could do a lot of work on the CD side. So for MIBR, not going to be too worried about it yet. But that being said, Valde, I think he spots out a little bit in the smoke. Oh, the nade! Wow, okay. I thought it would do way more damage as Taco with the CZ wins the duel. And now Yugi, oh no, that's the A-bomb that pretty much compromises. No one there, although there is a player towards long. And that is the player who is going to be so instrumental on this retake here, be sneaking up. And I don't think MIBR are aware of his position.
No, quiet, like a mouse as he puts himself in position. The rapid adjustment there with the crosshair as well to get the headshot off on towards Fallen. Bit of a spam on towards his teammate as the push comes out towards the site. They are in a 3 versus 3. They have the better firepower. But are they aware of the positions that are being utilized? Fur, as soon as the smoke dissipates, he's so exposed. coldzera setting himself up to go for the quick flick when the time is right. Taco's been taken, and it's all up to Cold. They're on the bomb. He spots one out. He's going for the spam. He won't get the connection across. And North, they will save another round. 5-0 now.
That was very, very, very close indeed. I don't think North is going to be happy with the way they lost the bomb site. If Kirby wasn't playing towards the long, if they didn't have the third man there, that retake would have been nigh impossible. MIBR has such good post plans as well. And for coldzera, he actually... he was stuck in a 1v3, but if Ferret stayed alive a little bit longer, if it was, you know, played a little bit more distraction plays from his teammates, he could have potentially clutched that one out. There was too close for comfort for North, and they're going to be a little worried about it. But hey, 5-0 is 5-0. That's still a great start. And for MIBR, bomb planted. They did a bit of damage as well. They're going to be feeling pretty all right, but look at the damage being dealt out to Fur and Fallen. They're both below 40 points of health in a span of just a few seconds.
It's a good start into this one. Yugi with the pick as well. Not only just one of them, but gets the follow-up. Assists AZ fantastically to get both of those kills. Taco has other ideas in mind as he will get the trade at least onto Gade, but they're also low. 8 HP, 22, 25. They're not looking too healthy right now. Very green around the gills going into this one. They're going to have to try and link themselves back up. A recovery mission for the bomb as well will be in order. Fallen just scoped in by Toilet, seeing if there is going to be a push towards him. But nothing just yet. Taco, he's given the bomb at least. He can regroup with his squad and see how they want to opt to play this one. But they're not in a great spot.
Look at how low all these players are. As Kirby walks on out and fair, they had the read right. They knew they had Kirby trapped. Fallen was scoped in, ensuring that he wouldn't be able to fall back towards A. And getting that kill means that there is no man advantage. It is neutralized as all three players of MIBR are working their way up towards long. Time is of the essence. With 32 seconds on the clock, they need to make a little bit of haste. Fortunately for them, there's only one player towards that bomb site, and he's playing towards Bank. But that is Valde, and now Yugi's coming in as well. They know that it is going to be an A play. Fallen trying to go for the boost with 19 seconds. This is very, very high risk indeed. He's trying to spot something out. Unfortunately, he can't find anything. He will be forced to drop on down 10 seconds. They have to go for the play, and I think they think it's B, but the timing is perfect. Yugi has an inkling it's going to be the A bomb site, and AZ's going to strike as well. One player remains alive. Taco is trying to spin his way in a circle, but AZ coming in from Connect ensures he gets nothing done. 6-0 for North, as we do see the first timeout getting called by the Brazilians.
Yeah. Good to see it as well. Obviously, at this point, you've had more than enough rounds to play with. The 2 full rifle rounds coming out, they can try and actually talk things through and realize that mistakes are being made. And it's not just that you could have won those rounds if it would have gone slightly differently now. So they are actually going to try and adapt a little bit, talk about what they think's going wrong. For North, a sheer amount of excellency coming through, a whole lot of a better display from Yugi as well. Obviously, getting to the second map, especially warming up towards the end of the game. Now, straight being a cause and effect of the rounds they're winning into this one. It's good stuff. The whole team's starting to fire from all cylinders, and North, they're in the driving seat.
They are, and this is a nightmare scenario for MIBR, right? Still not a nightmare scenario yet. It's still, you know, the early days, but they had such a convincing win in Mirage. And Inferno, it was within their grasp. They could have just closed it out. It could have been a quick 2-0, but going to Overpass, North have woken up. And I did say it initially as well, Jackie. Overpass is a map that North would have been feeling very comfortable on, and you can see why. They're looking so good at the moment. Even Yugi, he seems to have finally woken up as well. He's hitting the shots.
That's what we needed to see. coldzera wants to hit him with a bit of the aggression, though. The old peekaboo goes over towards short, wins that 1v1 face-off versus AZ, takes a small sliver of damage for his troubles, knows of the location of Gade as well. If he can get the 2k entry towards the site and not suffer a single death, it would be a huge way to open up the round. The trader smokes, though. They're going to smoke off towards bridge, try and go for the execution out towards the site now as all the Ts are storming their way through. A near miss from Taco. Gade, ignited by the Molotov, but still got the will to fight, goes for the wide swing back across. Everyone's being blown to bits, however, and it falls into a 5 versus 2. The AWP and the AUG, they need to save.
They need to save, and MIBR finally getting the first round on board, all thanks to coldzera. Winning that first kill, he knew there was a player towards Pillar, he kept him engaged all the while. It was a little messy, it was a little sloppy from MIBR. We saw failed Molotov there. It was a little bit, I think a couple of team flashes coming in as well. It was a little messy, but hey, if you're hitting your shots, you're hitting your shots, right? And it does work out for them. A little unfortunate for North, it felt like. But coldzera, man, I just love watching him. Small little thing over there. The way, when you fight, there are a few players in Counter-Strike Global Offensive where when you face off against them in a 1v1 when you're dueling them, they're either freakish like Nico or, you know, or Simple, who just gonna out-aim you, just gonna completely dismantle you. And then you have someone like coldzera who plays this micro little mind games, and he's always one step ahead of you in playing this 1v1 duels. And he was just so good from that short area. And MIBR, finally, a little bit of aggression coming out from them, a little bit more flair. And that's been lacking so far in this map.
Yeah, some of that pizzazz from the MIBI boys. We need a little bit more of it. Hopefully it is going to be coming out as this one carries on. North now have a pause as well. They realize they've lost the round. You might as well use it and see what you can get going for yourselves. A slightly weaker buy as well, because even though they've been winning these rounds, it's still been very down to the wire and the amount of people that have been dying on the side of the CTs. So they are going to have to just reinvest with a bit of a save here and there. Obviously, the UMP coming out for AZ. You've got the FAMAS over on Gade. Still at the AWP on Yugi, though. And there should have been a dropped AUG as well that was carried on over. So hopefully things won't be too bad.
It shouldn't be, but again, it goes to show when you are on that CT side. Look at the scoreline, 6-1, right? You don't expect them to be kind of strapped for cash just by losing one round. But if those rounds aren't clean, if you have a lot of casualties despite you winning the rounds, you are going to be in for a rough spot. Kirby getting a little too overeager, taking a bit of damage, a little bit of scorched toes. Shouldn't be too much of a problem for him, as often not making any contact towards connected, they will opt to go all the way back towards the A bomb side. But that's going to allow MIBR to push up pretty deep at least towards the long. That's what Fair is on. He's a man on a mission. He's a man on a fact-finding mission, and it's finding that it looks like long is completely clear, even towards bathrooms. There is one player, but he is on the other side. So MIBR, this A bomb site could be ripe for the picking.
Oh, the jump spot from Valde. Trying to get the read. Flashbangs it. He's not actually going to go for the deep push, at least just trying to hold for the meantime as this push is coming up. He is trying to jump spot it and not reveal himself. But they've been able to get very far down now. They're in a great position to actually bombard towards the site and execute at the right time. Kirby, up close and personal with CZ, will only be able to get one for his troubles. They can recover the bomb. They've secured the A site, and they can start to lock this round down. It is a 3-on-3, but the T's are in a good position from here. AZ coming back over. Can he try and slay in the backline? They're forced out by the Molotov, but he won't matter. Cold gets the shot off with the AK. This throws the round into a bit of disarray.
Fair. And yeah, he hasn't shown his hand yet. He's on the right angle. Beautifully played there. Yugi will have his head blocked off. It's all in gate. He's got a smoke. Does he have a kit though? Doesn't look like it. He's got a flashbang as well. A couple of flashbangs. In fact, he's going to just tap this one. He's going to stick it. No, he's not. He's still going to go for the fight. He's going to peek out on wide. Finds Fur. Looking for the kit desperately from his fallen teammate. And he can't find it. He's looking at the ground. Now he sees it. And he will pick this one up. Gonna be sticking the defuse again. Doesn't have many bullets to work with. And he taps and runs out of bullets. And Taco will win that one. That was just so desperate from Gate. He was looking so desperately for that kit, Jackie. Kind of felt bad for him.
The awkward bit is he had a kit. He had picked one up. One of the players that was behind him when he stepped back at first, he'd already picked it up. And then there was the kit in front of him that he walked towards. Also, wildly enough, it looked like there was about enough time. If he actually stuck that from that first initial tap, he might have been able to get the round, because they kind of just gave him a lot of time to play with, obviously expecting the peak from the right-hand side of the truck.
Well, unfortunately for North, they lose 2 in a row, and the money is in the bin, Jackie. They have nothing to work with. It is going to be, well, just a $1,900 bonus money. They have a full stack towards long. I like it. Usually, if you look at Overpass as a map, one of the safest routes to take when you are on an anti-eco and you're on the T side is you would be looking to go towards long, right? You want to use that rather use the AK-47s and try and maximize the range that where you have to take the duels. And North, I think they've kind of this gamble on the fact that MIBR might be coming towards long. Unfortunately, there's no one there. But the fact that they have everyone towards long leaves a free path for to walk all the way towards A bomb site. The question is, once he finds it's empty, is he going to be calling for his teammates, not realizing, not checking long, where North could potentially, I don't think they're going to win the round, but they could do a bit of damage here.
Well, they're going in 1 by 1. Should have been shooting practice there for Fallen. Instead, Yugi will actually at least get a single kill from it and be able to try and grab a gun. They won't get anything else extra out of that one, though. And MIBR now halfway away from actually equalizing the scoreline here versus North as they're starting to get back into things.
And this is what happened in Inferno as well. MIBR were 5-0 up, then North strung 8 rounds in a row until they eventually closed out the map. So we do see the second tag timeout getting called by North, as we do have the buy coming in as well. They have the 3 AUGs coming in, the M4. And Yugi can go for a glass cannon, but I personally would like to see him just go for a normal rifle and ensure that he has a little bit of extra utility, because you can see Valde, he just has a smoke. Kirby, no utility whatsoever, so they need that. Instead, it's a glass cannon buy. This means they have a total of 2 smokes, 2 flashbangs, an incendiary, and 2 nades. No kits as well. And that means they need to play much more aggressively here, Jackie. They need to make sure that they get the opening picks, that they kind of win this just by winning those deals. Because if they make this round play out and it comes down to the last few seconds, they're going to have no utility to counter MIBR.
Let's see if aggression is going to be the call to arms then for North getting into this round. As they push their way down early towards connected, the elevated angle given to Kirby as he'll sit on his teammate's endearing head. But here comes the close push. Fur with 1. The response back from Kirby is golden, but it was only good enough for the first. No more than that, leaving them at a disadvantage. A 4 versus 3 already, just moments into the round. MIBR, they've got map control to play with as well. This could be scary for North.
For Yugi, he has gone for the gamble play, he's gone for the glass cannon. He needs to make this one work. But as time passes on, his teammates are falling by the wayside one by one. He's going to creep around the corner. Fair is ready and waiting to shoulder, just about a peek around the corner here, but not yet for. It's a game of patience in Yugi. He's got no information. He peeks on out, doesn't spot anyone. Man, this round has just fallen apart, hasn't it, for North? As Yugi opting to go and team up with his teammate, that is AZ, towards the B bomb set. At least, if they can't win the round, they can at least save together, ensure that they do take these two rifles into the following round.
Taco, just looking to see if he can find where the two saving men are. AZ barely goes unnoticed there. Luckily his head wasn't too exposed. We'll get that one frag back in their favor. It's not looking like it's really a winnable round to make it achievable, but at least they're going to be able to pretty much save it now. They can both back off. They're actually going for the full rotation around though. AZ, he's quick on his toes, but he is just going to head in towards T-spawn, it seems. Play for the exit frags instead, supported by Yugi.
Indeed, and they had to go for that play though, right, Jackie? They had to go a little aggressive. They went for it, they went for the cheeky boost towards Connector. Unfortunately for them, Fair was too much to handle. And then, of course, the second kill coming in by Taco pretty much sealed the deal. And sometimes that's the way the game is, right? You go for a buy like that, you're kind of forced to be aggressive, win those opening deals, and if that doesn't work out, their round's done. Their round's done and dusted. And for North, even though they have these two rifles saved, I do believe it's the 4th round loss bonus that should be kicking in. That's $2,900. There we have it. So, this is rough, man. Like, Yugi would obviously want to purchase some utility. I'm expecting a very light buy. I don't expect like a full investment coming out from the CDs. There we go. Just going to equalize the money out a tad little bit. A few upgraded pistols here and there. Valde and Kirby with the Kevlar. In fact, everyone going for the Kevlar buy, and Yugi as well, ensuring that that aim punch doesn't become a factor in him winning those duels. So, MIBR, slowly but surely, grinding back into this map. And Yugi, what can he do here? He's got the op. It's still a very possible round for him to win for his teammate, but he's going to miss the initial shot. And now MIBR, they know where the op is.
Yeah, it's given away that upper hand and the element of surprise that they would have had. Front toilet smoke goes down. Oh, if they go for the boost over, it just depends on the timing, really. Yugi, oh, he gets the spot off, but he couldn't actually land it as he went for the elevated face. Luckily, they are going to slow walk into him straight through the smoke, trying to play around that. Expect him to already deviate back towards the Cypher with the trade on Kirby. Yugi is still there, stuck in his ways, hunkered down, firing off shots like a sentry AWP. But they're not actually going to be connecting just yet. Spots out towards long, but Fallen rather, actually getting that hit back, putting them into the 3 versus 4 here.
Valde, now with the op. I mean, he's done virtually everything he can throughout this entire tournament, and now Fallen, he is harassing the players to his A bomb side. But then he's going to be falling on back. The B bomb site now completely bereft of any counter-terrorist presence, and that should be a free bomb site. Although they still have left a floater there. That is Mr. Fur, looking to pad his stats a little bit and potentially take away those 2 rifles from the CTs. The bomb is going to get planted. They know the bomb site's empty, as we do have, I do believe, Taco clearing out all the angles towards B. And as they toss the flashbangs, Fur is going to be walking on up. He's going to try and ensure they're not able to save these guns. And Fair, he's going to strike. He finds one. Gate's going to fall as Valde and AZ now desperately going to try and hold on to these 2 guns.
Yeah, it's just a matter of their fight for survival now. Fur coming up from long. Oh, it's so exposed to him. They had no idea. Luckily, Valde will trade it at least with the AWP. That's going to be one of the bigger set pieces they would like to carry over if possible. Yugi's been looking very effective with it. Already 8 kills in this matchup so far. So if you can keep that for him, it would be a good move. It looks like they're not really going to overextend either. So North, they will at least save the AWP, but MIBR are going to save themselves another round here, making it a 6-5 scoreline already.
This entire series, especially the last map and this one, has been so back and forth, hasn't it? That was so cheeky from Fur, though. Gets the first kill, runs all the way back through bathrooms, all the way towards long, catches another kill, and shows that North are only able to save that 1 rifle. As we do see round number 12 about to go underway. Of course, the buy is going to be much more better for North. They have all the AUGs, all the scoped weapons. And again, the AWP now dropped on over to Yugi. MIBR, this time around, much more faster pace towards B.
themselves up outside as they want to try and go for this play-in. Ooh, AZ. The quick flick over. Gets that kill onto coldzera and the follow-up frag as well. They're not really doing too much to complement each other here. AZ's still allowed to just pop off and go mental into this round, as he's already got himself 3 kills, bludgeoning down everyone that comes towards him. Yugi chimes in with one back on Felps, and it's all up to Fallen.
5 rounds in a row, looking so very good, and then they kind of feed AZ 3 1v1s. I mean, again, credit to AZ, make that a 4K. Credit to AZ, that was a very nice kill to win, especially that first shot onto coldzera. But where were their immediate trades? Why were they just facing him 1 by 1? Not too sure about it. Not too sure what MIBR had in mind there. I think they were just looking to get the initial pick and then kind of just barrel into the B bomb side. But initially, it looked like they had a plan in mind, the way to just barreling up towards short. They held the utility as well, but then not sure what happened there. Well, what's happening now is the timeout has been called by Fallen. They still have a lot of money though. That 5-round win streak, some of those rounds are very, very comfortable rounds, and that ensured that they do have money in the bag to go for with whatever buy they want. Fallen's going to purchase the AWP again. 7-5, 5 rounds on the T side of Overpass is something any team, most teams at the upper levels of Counter-Strike would be pretty comfortable with, Jackie.
Yeah, it's not a bad half by any means. It's just the fact with the way it started, it felt like they had so much more to give. MIBR, though, definitely waking up as they came back into this to keep it as a tighter affair rather than quite a one-sided whitewash. Now, this time it is just a little bit more lax in terms of the setup they've gone for. Taco's the only one that's actually gravitated over towards B, just casting in utility now to try and keep them on their toes, whereas the rest of them are actually set up potentially here to actually get that control towards the A site. They've got players in connector, over by Fountain as well. They can go for the burst out. They're Molotov connector, and they're actually all linking up inside of the playground.
Fallen, looking for any CT who might have been feeling too adventurous, and now that they find nothing, they're gonna be first. They're gonna be sticking around here towards Fountain, just tossing some Molotovs and flashbangs, keeping the CTs interested towards the bathrooms area. But the thing for North are they haven't really budged yet. But I say that, and we see a player peel away from the B bombs. That is Valdi, who's left the roost and leaving just 2 CTs towards B. That is going to be Gade and AZ. And AZ has been phenomenal so far in this game. In fact, in this entire series. Can he do more is a question. Valdi now. He is Mr. Rotator. Heading back towards A, realizing there's nothing really much happening there. We just spotted out long, found no one there. And now he has an inkling that it is going to be this hit towards B. With 27 seconds on the clock, MIBR, they have to go for the hit here. But look at Gade's position.
Gade trying to body block it. Flashbangs comes in, gets one. Assisted by the follow-up there. As AZ will rip the noggin clean off of Cold. Felps gets traded back upon as well, leaving it all down to Fur and Fallen. Ooh, the near miss, the up-close and personal awkwardness as they bump into each other. And Fur at this point is just going to be sat by the washing machine, want to try and wash these people away that push towards him, but he'll get mopped up like a spilt drink there by Gade. And that takes us through now with an 8-5 scoreline. North back in position to actually add to this. I mean, this could be a 9-5 really into this round with the cash that they have left over on MIBR. They're going to have to try and force into it a little bit. There's potential.
Yeah, they are going to forcing into it, indeed. And for Fur, I think he just died a second before the timer expired, so he does have that money, the bonus money to work with, or else it could have been very unfortunate indeed. And we have Cold with the AWP this time around. I'm not sure if it's spawn-based play. We have Fallen on the MAC-10. Cold. Try to win this duel. This B bomb set has been quite troublesome for MIBR. I think they've been having more success towards A, but now going to be going for the contact plays. Taco leading the charge. SG looking for that one-tap potential. The Krieg versus the Krieg as AZ is going to strike first. Gade just taps one bullet as Taco is going to find AZ. That's the Dangerman taken out, and Gade smokes himself off. But now they know where he is as Fur decapitates Valde. And how is he even still alive? He's just avoiding everything, just looking down straight into the ground, and he's still alive inside the site. And while they're busy trying to kill him, Kirby is going to strike and picks himself up coldzera.
Oh, the connection across from Fur. Fallen as well with a MAC-10 onto Gade, but Yugi still not giving up. He might be the last man, but he's not going to easily let this one slide away. Punishes the first. Look to try and get the follow-up, potentially the no-scope developing there, but Taco Overthrows, gets the kill with a Krieg.
That was the funniest thing I've seen so far. Gade just doing his best ostrich impression, head in the sand. He's like, all right, if I can't see you, you can't see me. And he just doesn't budge. And I saw a Deagle getting rattled off at him. I saw a MAC-10 and AK-47 just shooting at him, and he somehow stays alive. Unfortunately, when he finally pops his head up, it gets ripped off. So doesn't quite pan out, but for MIBR, they get to round number 6. And we go into the final round of the first half. North do guarantee themselves the lead, but they would want to make that lead a little bit more solid. They would want to get to 9. And for MIBR, 7 rounds could be huge, considering it was 6-0 for North to start things off.
Oh, Fur. That was crisp. That was really big. Guess that initial entry on towards Yugi to try and open things up here. Kirby's going to have to backstab, but it all comes down to timing. Has the clear vision. Is he going to do something naughty? No. Instead just goes for the tactical play. Gets the kill off onto Fur once he realizes the area is clear, suspecting now someone to be coming through the rear. Fallen is there, but is he actually going to be fighting him? Oh, that nade, a near miss. Could have actually done an awful lot of damage to Gabe, but the Molotov still pushes him away.
Indeed, I'm not sure where the nade went. I do believe I missed it. But yeah, Kirby, again, the second time, I think he did this in the pistol round as well, or the second round or the first round, where he was just there at the back. Taco finds Gade. Fallen, meantime, will take care of Kirby. That look, that aggressive forward position has been taken care of. Now Valde's got to go big here. Unfortunately, 3 players face him at the same time, and it's all on AZ, who's been having a pretty solid map so far, but a 1v4 on the wrong bomb site, this might be too much of a tall ask. MIBR should have this in the bag, and it should be 8-7. Still in favor of North, though, but MIBR, 7 rounds on the T side and Overpass, Jackie. That is pretty huge.
Yeah, it's been a good affair. Both teams having quite a large stint of rounds and showing what they can do. AZ, he saw Phelps, but he meets the Harbinger of Death and he reaps his way through him. 8-7 in favor of North. The 1-round advantage, is it enough to give them the edge to take the series? We'll find out when we get back into this one after the break. An 8-7 half, 1 round of advantage in favor of North. They've been looking a whole lot better getting into Overpass. The first few rounds were rather dominant, but MIBR have definitely woken up. and giving us a game on our hands here for the third and final map. The closest these odds have been over the course of the entire series.
And very aptly so as well. Map number 3, 8-7, final half, well, potential final half if you don't see any overtime of this series. Yeah, very close odds. And right now, it could go either way, to be honest. MIBR could just shut things down, or North could just wake up again on the T side. That remains to be seen, as we do have the buys coming in for both the teams. North, they do have a couple of flashbangs and 2 smokes for AZ and Gade, and that could be, by the looks of it, a B play. There we go. They are gathering up by the looks of it for a fast play towards B, and they're going to be going for the contact play. The 3 USBs waiting though, but Kirby's going to sing loud and proud. 3 kills for him, but there is still one more man to find in the side. Will they be expecting Fallen, hiding, waiting next to the pillar? They still have no idea, and he's going to strike, finds AZ, but it's all he'll find. It's left all onto Fur in a 1v3.
That was grotesque from Kirby. The fact he was able to get so many lovely shots off and still go on to do some more damage. Now, though, it falls into the hands of Fur and a 1 versus 2. It's the reload off onto the USP, peeks up, but he spots his demise, and that is Valde cutting his way straight through him. North, back in, they're going to strike while the iron's hot and instantly come in with that second half pistol opener.
Both the pistol rounds going the way of North on Overpass, as I do believe we are tied for pistol rounds here, 3-3. And my word, Kirby with a Glock, especially when you're taking that particular duel with 3 USBs facing down on you, you're probably going to lose that duel most of the times, but beautiful shots coming out from him. I'm a little surprised Fair went for that reload. That would have been a dead giveaway as to where he was.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how much ammo he actually had left at that point, so...
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3, so I kind of get it, but yeah, hindsight does make everything very easy as Kirby continues his reign of terror. It is a force buy from MIBR, though. They have the MP9, they have a Scout in the hands of Fallen, but North have definitely the superior weaponry. Good start for them so far.
Already getting a pick onto Cold will bode well, as they're all grouped up. And they are actually going for this play through toilets, but a man's there to leave it looking squeaky clean with a bath of blood to wash over. Fallen. Oh, scoped in, didn't spot him. Obviously, AZ just able to walk in. He's scoped. He has no idea that he's there. AZ gets that kill. And now they're just able to advance. They've got sight control. Kirby as well, holding with a lurk. Oh. It looked almost as if they were going to get contact, but instead it's AZ that'll find Fur. Sprints his way around, doesn't actually have the drop on him. Gets dropped himself by the MP9. Valde will trade it. And at this point, it's just about them trying to hold on to what they have in their back pockets. The CZ Deagle, the small amount of utility, and both of the players having armor.
Yeah. I like the little double take AZ did towards bathrooms. And even if Fallen had got that 1 kill in, even if he landed a headshot, 3 Ts were there ready and waiting to trade. So there was not much he could have done there. And that might be up. The force buy does not pan out indeed, Jackie. So they will have to go, I do believe, for a full eco. However, Taco and Felps, CZ and Deagle could still do a little bit of damage. There are parts of the map, especially to its connector, for example, where Felps could be quite deadly with that. And the fact that he's got a smoke and a flashbang to play around with as well. So let's not quite count out MIBR yet. We have seen some pretty crazy eco round wins as well so far in the series. For North, though, just the 1 casualty there. He's just going to buy on up. But they are pretty well poised here.
Yeah, they've got a good buy to play with. Obviously, the Arsenal being quite strong. Nice amount of equipment as well across the board, whereas MIBR, it's really just depending on how they play it. It's more about the positions and really the firepower they actually have at this point, as it is just delegated down to the pistols. Valde, you can spot out the feet. Felps walks into the smoke, the small gap there. It's not going to be the extra hope that they wanted in that one. Not going to give them any potential further into the play, as everyone is being just absolutely annihilated when this push comes around in towards the B site. Fur with a small backstab onto Kirby, but that's really probably about it. He's upgraded to the AK. Salvaging it is probably his best bet now.
Yeah, and he gets away with it as well, and why not? An AK-47 allows him, because the money, the buy is not going to be the best. I mean, it will be solid, but he wants to have a little bit more extra buffer in his coffer. So the AK-47 will be saved. I don't see North really going for this hunt. There's too many angles to clear out for that to be really worth it. For MIBR, here's the thing. Even though North have won these first 3 rounds on the T side, it's going to be 11-7, but they are on the CD side. And all things considered, it is the more favored side on Overpass. If you play your cards right, you should, most of the times, win the majority of the rounds, especially when you're CD side. And that would be something that will be at the back of their minds. I don't see any panic setting in yet so far. And if you look at the way all the MIBR players have been playing, apart from felps, who's been having kind of a quiet game so far, and coldzera as well. The rest of them have been, hitting the shots and whatnot. They've been even felps, even coldzera as well. Some of the kills they've got were far and few in between, but very crucial kills, round-changing kills, so to speak. So now being on the more favored side here, it could really kick on off. We have the AWP being purchased as well by Fallen. And we've seen some very magical moments from that man with the big green gun, especially on this map. As here comes a fast play towards B, though. And coldzera's ready and waiting. He's going to open things up, finds Yugi. Felps not able to get anything done. Kirby gets the kill, but he does a lot of damage before he falls. AZ down to 7 HP. As Fair, he's now pushing into what's connector. He could be the man who breaks apart North this round.
He's got so much to do, though. And they're all rotating back around. They're coming towards him. Is he going to hear these elephants stampeding their way across? No, they're taking it slow. Kirby, he's going to peep his head down. It favors Fur on the fight, and he will get the kill. And now this really does throw a spanner in the works for the boys in North. They have to slow the tempo down so much as they're sat there waiting to see if there's going to be another strike. Paranoid as well about the positioning of Fur. Not sure if he's rotated off or not yet. And this is a horrible spot to be in, quite a tricky predicament to play your way out of, with 55 seconds left on the clock. And North slowly setting their gaze once again back towards the B site. There's a small amount of utility on those players, actually, heading their way up towards the top of connector. Valde has the bomb. If he gets spotted out here, it could be very awkward. Luckily enough, Fur wasn't gazing over.
And there's such a good read from MIBR. They already have 3 players lying in wait. North, 20 seconds to clear a lot of angles to push their way through. Good counter utility being deployed. And now first sneaking in from behind as well, ready to strike as they enter the side. Valde's going to get the first kill. He finds Cold Gate from above, not able to get the kill on the taco. Leaving it all on Mr. Valde. He finds 7 seconds. He needs to get the bomb down, and Fallen will deny him. MIBR, they win the first round on the CT side. They retrieve the AWP as well, so they're going to be happy with the way that one played out. But Fur, what a player. What an E-gamer.
What an E-gamer, indeed. Living like an absolute legend. But at this point now, North obviously taking 3 rounds so far onto their T side. Finally, MIBR will put a little bit of an investment into that one, stamping their mark onto their CT half as they get their first round. Is it sustainable, though? Will it be continued, or is North going to be instantly jumping back into the action? Heavy contact play here, towards mid early on at least. Fallen looking to try and go for the initial pick. You've also got the double boost coming down from MIBR in towards close connector. And this is going to be up to Kirby to actually make it awkward for them. Instead, though, they do get the pick. They can fall back. They can assist Fallen now.
Yeah, and Fallen, he misses a shot, but that's okay. Since they have control of that party area, he will have an avenue of escape and gate now. A little too late to the party. No pun intended. Won't find anything. It's Fur. I mean, look at the aggression from this man. They're not going to expect him to be pushed up. Gate's not even checking behind him. And Fur, if he walks on out, this could be brutal. But Gate's, in fact, going to find himself a free entry into the bomb site. This is just complete chaos, but Fallen turns around. Then he finds Gate, and now he has an inkling it's going to be played towards A, and is already ready and waiting. The AWP zoomed in to the entry point into this A bomb site.
Scoped in over towards long. That's where the majority of the push is going to be coming from. The only one that isn't there is AZ. And Fur should have that on lockdown, really. It's the backstab. It's going to be a pretty critical play. However, when it comes down to the actual execution on the site, it's Felps and Fallen that need to do work with their scopes. Yugi will be the first one to be punished. Instantly slapped out of the server by Felps there. They start to back off. AZ tiptoeing his way through connector. Hot pursuit. Fur chasing him down as he's going to look for him, spots him out. That's another kill picked up. 15 seconds left on the clock. Valde, he's just trying to set off this AWP. He just wants to try and get out of there.
But they know exactly where he is. He is trapped, and Fur will indeed spot him out first. Valde will fall, not Well, nothing saved, and only Phelps being the casualty of that round for MIBR. Very solid round indeed, 9-11 the scoreline right now. And for North, the money has now been depleted once more. They will have to go for an eco here. Might see a few upgraded pistols, maybe a couple of flashbangs, maybe a couple of smokes. Try to get the bomb down, get a little bit of that bonus money. But MIBR, what a hold. And again, fair, man. Just the sheer fearlessness on this guy. Pushing in, ballsy plays. Yes, it is sometimes hit or miss, but when it does hit, it can pretty much change the entire complexion of a round.
Poor Phelps. This is pretty aggro. Just sprints his way down, out through short, focuses in towards short pipe, gets the first pick on Gade. Now he's still looking for more as well, and they're just offering it to him. One by one, they're peeking up. 2 big picks, a hefty chunk of damage. Now they double face it towards short. Hello, welcome to the meat grinder of coldzera and Phelps. The 10th round picked up, 1 away from tying this game up.
Yeah, 8-7 was the scoreline in the second half, and now MIBR have reduced the disparity in the scorelines 10-11, 1 more remaining. It is a bye again this time around for North, but the problem I see here is so far on the T side, apart from the pistol round and the anti-ecos, haven't seen anything too effective from North. They tried going for some of the faster plays towards B and towards the A. Fur was just towards the A bomb side, or rather towards mid A. Fur was such a problem. Look at Fall and the aggression from the AWP. The nade's going to be sailing in the meantime towards AZ. Ouch! Right on the head. Looking for the tap onto the jumping play. Unfortunately, he doesn't quite land it. We can see MIBR, they're being so very proactive on the CD side. They're forcing North to take so much time, clearing out all these angles and getting any semblance of map control. As for the timing, oh, look at this. They're going to be going for the boost here.
Oh, if they put Taco up, he can try and peer out. He might actually spot AZ depending on the push. It's all about the timing though, as right now he's slightly out of vision, sprinting off as well. Everyone's heading up towards long and in to their A site. You've only got 2 players there to defend it. There is a quick rotation coming around though from Felps as well, as he's going to try and put himself back in position. Fur is probably going to be that first point of contact. Deep in towards long, supported by Fallen. Just depends on the timing, really. Flashbang goes over, this allows the extension, but he runs into everyone. The entire team is there. Oh, they're about to be hit with some serious firepower.
Smoke deep in, and oh, look at Fallen. This is just ballsy play. Unfortunately, too many players to shoot at, and now that A bomb side is indeed quite compromised. They know they're charging in, but can this defense hold is the question. Felps playing the anti-flash has got backup as well, and look at the lure coming in all the way from connector, but there's a player ready and waiting to find Taco. coldzera has got so much work to do alongside Felps, and Felps has got a snap. He finds one, coldzera strikes, and Felps is going to be left alone in a 1v2. Bomb dropped 7 seconds, but he loses the duel. AZ, the hero of the hour, 2k for him, and 2 HP is what he survives on as North get to round number 12.
Yeah, that's a wild way to take them down as well. Literally in the last few seconds of the round, they're salvaging their chances and keeping them trucking on into this one. Round 23, 12-10, North. They're in the advantageous position. MIBR have bought back up though. They've got an awful lot of money to reinvest into this with. Fallen's on the AWP with pretty much no utility. It is the armor as well coming through. He's not going to have to go glass cannons the round, which is at least going to give him a little bit more of an edge. North, where do they go from here? Once again, the single player presence outside of beating AZ just being the distraction to try and keep them busy. Everyone else gaining that control towards A. The game of tug of war has been favoring them when they've been gravitating towards this A site.
Well, I might be out right now, though. Already, whatever utility they had being expended quite early, leaving it just with 3 smokes, which should suffice, as KB is going to have to duel with Fall and snaps onto his head. And that's a danger man taken out of the equation. That's going to leave Fur alone towards the A bombs and towards bathrooms. And look at the pace being set by North. They know the moment Fallen's being taken down, that the rotation is going to be coming in towards A, and they're going to try and make some haste there. But it might be a little too slow as backup has arrived. As Fur, okay, I thought he was going to be falling on back. What is Fur even doing? He might just get caught out here, and he does get shot at, so now he knows, but he's all alone. And he's just going to try and stay alive and ensure there is some room that he can make for his team to go in for the retake. And Fair and Taco, they strike in tandem. It's AZ and Kirby again, the 1-2 wombo combo, but the bomb is dropped. What can they do? They have some time to work with, but the bomb dropped and all the CDs ready and waiting to pounce. It's going to be so very hard indeed as Fair strikes again. It's all on AZ. He spots the player out to the edge there, and that is Taco, still alive, still flirting with death. And AZ, the 1v3, 12 seconds. He needs to find a lot of kills real quickly, and he will find nothing. Felps will get the kill, and 3 players survive with a combined HP of less than, I think, 70?
Yeah, that is it's pretty darn rough for them to actually get through off the back of that one, but they win it. It's a big round to actually project yourself forward with. There's really no cash left for North going into this one as well, so in terms of what they want to work with, is most likely just going to be those Glocks unless they invest into something. Kirby actually has a P250 and a Deagle there for Gade, so slightly better than nothing. 3 of them buying up P250s into the round, so if they can land some well-timed headshots, maybe that will be the instigator.
They're spread quite thin though, and they have no utility, so they will have to go for these duels, which might not look pretty for them. A little bit of an off angle by Valde, but he's been spotted out. And yeah, ooh, nice little dink there onto Fur, but he will recover perfectly. Kirby, oof, fallen. Up close, no scope required, and Fur kills himself. What?
Did he nade himself?
Did he nade himself? Can we? Oh, I don't think we have a replay of the of how he died, but yeah, all right, that happened. That's okay. He gets 2 kills and he kills himself. He does them the favor, but that's all right. Scores are tied. 12 all. North will use yet another tactical timeout, as this is getting really, really sweaty for both the teams.
Well, this is everything, right? This is what you've been fighting for this entire time over the course of the previous 2 maps into this. This is your tournament life on the line. We're really in the later stages of the entire thing now, as there isn't many rounds left in regulation. So if you're going to have any chance of switching things up, use those pauses, talk about it, try and adapt, because this is it. You've got 5 rounds left to play with if we go for the full 30. That's the maximum. That's the biggest chance you're going to get. They do have weapons, at least. Everyone armed to the teeth. There is no AWPs in play, but it looks like they have at least got the 5 rifles. A Krieg over on AZ, a good collection of utility as well. What is going to be going down from the CT side? They've been switching up their tempo a lot, and that's actually been keeping North on their toes. However, North, it's a heavy bombardment out straight through mid. The Molotov, though, coming in slightly later, doesn't get extinguished by that initial smoke, so it's actually going to be able to break up the line. They've taken an awful lot of damage already from utility, but at least AZ will get the first pick. Spots out Felps and pushes back around towards Monster. Hungry for a follow-up kill as well. Not quite going to get it, but he gets out of there scot-free.
Considering how much damage it took, the fact that he got Felps is indeed such a good start. And look at the re-aggression coming out here from MIBR. They lose a player, they're not just going to sit back and wait for the fight to come to them. Instead, they're going to be pushing on further out to find information. And with the amount of information Fallen has here, that does allow his teammates to make the way towards A, where, you know, at least bolster that A bombs that defense is fair is always lonesome. But I say that, but look at where North are. They're still taking a lot of time clearing out the bathrooms area, because I think they've been harassed by Fur too many times. So they're taking a sweet time, and then they're going to be heading back towards B. So the information play from Fallen, while it looked like it was going to work out, might actually not work out well for him indeed. We have Kirby towards bathrooms as well, probably trying to sell something. And Fallen, I think he spotted a player out, I'm not too sure there. As Fur finds Kirby, and now we should see the rotation coming in from MIBR. They should know now it's going to be a B hit with 26 seconds on the clock, and Fallen, everything on him to make something happen here with a big green zoom banger.
Oh, Fallen, just waiting to thrive in the opportunity, live in the moment, and live his absolute movie. This is where he's at his best, with the AWPs in his hand. And an open target ahead, trying to deny the plant. It's a near miss across. It won't actually connect just yet. And Yugi gets the chance to fight back. Goes in with a right hook, takes down Fallen. It all comes up to him now to keep on trucking through. 2 kills achieved already. And he's got to find 2 more to net the round. Taco pushes up with the AUG, however, sidelines him, sweeps his way through. They're going to give him enough time to actually recover the AWP for Fallen going forward into this next round. coldzera will then defuse it. 13-12. Brazil's back on top.
They are, aren't they? 13-12. And for North, well, yeah, they get the bomb down. They have some money. That's gonna enable them to eke out a pretty decent buy. They have the rifles, they have the Kevlar, they just don't have enough utility. It's like 4 smokes and 3 flashbangs and a Molotov, and that means there's not many avenues open to them, especially for potentially, you know, pulling out a fake, maybe causing MIBR to over-rotate. And for MIBR, they have everything going for them here, Jackie. They have the M4, the AUGs, all the scoped weapons, all the utility to work with as well. And Yugi teaming up with the rest of his teammates. They're all looking to clear out towards connector. Smoke's going to be blooming towards bathrooms as well. But again, aggressive setup coming out from MIBR. They have Fur perch on top of Party. Fallen's going to smoke off the entrance towards connector. That's going to keep Kirby at bay for a while here.
Slow round from North. Not overcompensating, not overextending. Just playing it close to their chest. The boost is in play. Taco looking over towards connector. coldzera just off the jump. Did he actually realize that someone's already been able to get close up towards Monster? Yeah, they've pushed in. Oh, you can see the flash as well. He knows that they're right there. Oh, the peek from Valde is pristine. Surgically removes the lips from Taco, but coldzera gives them a taste of their own medicine on the swing straight around. Slumps out 2 of them. Fur's coming in from the rear to try and get a piece of the pie, but everyone is beelining it up connector towards the A site.
And they know it as well. We do see it is Fallen and Felps making the way towards that A bomb site. Will they reach in time before North reaches is the question. The smoke is going to be hitting Felps. He's going to reach it in time, but Valde, he's not stopping anytime soon. He has an inkling. Fallen's there, and Valde is just taking matters into his own hands. 3 kills for him, and the bomb is going to get planted. Valde just holding the line. coldzera wary of peeking in through the smoke. He's going to come crouch peeking out, and Kirby is going to pick up a frag, and Yugi finds everyone. How did that all fall apart for MIBR? Valde, what an absolute hero. 5v3, MIBR had the right read, but then they just get picked apart by Mr. Valde.
Ah, big round from there. Somehow was able to make it work out for the T side in the end. It seemed like they did have their number and they just won the round, basically. But it was not meant to go down that way. 13-13, another pause coming through from MIBR as well. These teams really realizing how impactful and how important it is at this position, because the amount of weight on their shoulders is getting heavier and heavier every round that is picked up. From MIBR, the worrying factor is as well going into this, they are stunted. They don't have the full effective buy that they've been having into prior rounds. Now it's a bit more of a mishmash that they're actually going to be rocking with. So this could really come back to hurt them quite heavily here. North, they just need to carry on with the style of CS they have been bringing to the table, and they could actually get around here. If they win this one as well, the scary factor is it wouldn't be surprising if they actually push themselves to 15 before MIBR have a fair chance of really getting into it. Or they're going for the big boost.
Yugi. He's got to go for it again. He has to go for it again. And yes, he will indeed. He's going to spot anyone out, though. There's no one really towards heaven. There's no one going for the boost side. Oh, that just sucks. That sucks, man. Every time someone goes for this boost, I really...
Oh, hang on.
What? Does he not see him?
He's not spotted them! He's not spotted them!
He doesn't see him!
Hey, Yugi!
I think I broke my monitor.
Oh no, you have. It was it was too impactful of a play. Blur has destroyed the set. He's breaking the studio. At this point though, a 5 versus 4, as they're trying to make their way over towards Monster. The smoke's going to come across at least to restrict it and slow down the round, but they are not arsed. They're going straight in. They're giving it. They run into the crosshair of Fallen. He's going to trade it back. Gets that kill on towards Yugi. The spray down coming out as well. Felps wrecking his way through everyone as he is slaughtering them right now. Valde with a tap down gets 2. The Molotov actually gets the kill on Fallen as well. Somehow it becomes a 1 versus 1.
Oh, that is just insane. Kirby died like a lifetime ago, and he still gets a kill beyond the grave. I need a breather. I need a breather. And North do as well. They're going to be using the final tactical timeout. 14-13. That round had everything, yeah, Jackie. That round had everything.
It had an awful lot of odd moments to offer us, which was very, very bizarre. But, you know, it pays off in the end. It gave us a taste of the excitement, really, there. The major boost versus the slightly smaller boost, which is always an enjoyable aspect to take a look at.
Well, they have gone for this, haven't they? North, they have a mixed buy. They've opted to compromise on the arsenal just so, on the guns rather, in order to ensure they have all the utility they need. So I'm expecting something special out from the Danes. Deagle in the hands of Kirby, AK for Yugi, Galil on Gate, and the UMPs as Gate's taking a ton of damage and burning alive here. And the nade, just being such a problem for North here. They do make their way out from the tunnels, but at what cost? So much damage being inflicted. And it looks like it's going to be a B hit. You can see the way they spread across. Lining up the smokes is easy. The flashes as well. Molotovs to be raining in towards Toxic. And the play is going to be coming in Taco. And coldzera, and coldzera is going to strike first.
Yeah, Cold with a big entry kill. Felps as well assisting him nicely as Yugi gets juiced up and ground down into a pulp. coldzera continuing on towards AZ, and there's Felps with a double kill from the Org. 15 to 13, MIBR, they're 1 round away from slapping North out of the competition here at the ESL Pro League Season 9 Finals and trucking on to our lower bracket Group B Grand Final.
That was such a big gamble by North. They were 14 to 13. They could have potentially played for overtime. They could have gone for a full eco that round, or maybe just a few pistols. Instead, they went for the full investment, and what that means is no bomb getting planted, not winning the round. That means it's kind of a half-assed buy. They have here 2 Galils, they have 2 UMPs, a Deagle, again, utility, not the best. And now, MIBR, they have the foot on the throat of the northern side.
Oh, Felps with a little tag off early, at least knocking him down to 15, Blair.
He doesn't... Ooh, fallen. Kirby's gonna be so annoyed with that. He gets a dink in, but he gets taken down fur. Well, what's he even doing there? He finds Yugi. He's pushed deep into enemy territory. And now it's a 3v5. Molotov's gonna come on out. The timing is horrendous. Voldemar, he's gonna begin pushing in through the flames, finding fur. And bear in mind, Felps and Fallen are internally hemorrhaging at the moment, so this could still go the way. And Felps, this is so ballsy from him, but that's okay, because Fallen at that range, he's not going to miss the shot, as 2 kills remain for MIBR. But Valde finds Fallen. Felps now roaming around. What can he possibly do here?
Valde and AZ. The last 2 men left alive for North to try and keep their dreams going into this round. And he gets the pick. The UMP crumbs through, crashes down onto Taco, trying to get the bomb planted as well. Felps, arriving on the scene of the crime, wants to kick up a fuss and cause a stir. Has the cross covered. Valde, he's going to be furious when he realizes, but he won't be able to think about it. Left lifeless on the ground, it all falls to AZ. An incredible task to work with, and he starts to chip his way at it. Flashbang across, goes for the extension around, a small tag onto Cold, but he can't win it. Cold takes it. That's going to be a 16 to 13 victory for MIBR. They take the series 2 to 1, winning it on Overpass.
That's heartbreaking. That's just heartbreaking for North. But MIBR, they do it. Yeah. It looked like it was going to be a very clean way they're going to win it, especially in Inferno when they had a pretty good lead on the second half. Came to map number 3. Great start from North. MIBR bounced back again. And then in the end, that was just some pure chaos. Some very exciting